if I remember right, the
Hmm.
program started in January. Just for a recap, why were these signs hung, and what was the purpose of doing this?
Yeah, it was. We really just noticed that that people want to give, and so we wanted to give people another option to give to people who are experiencing homelessness, to people who may be struggling and in a difficult situation. What I know is that Fort Smith, and you know this too, Darren, we're generous people. Like everybody here wants to give, so we wanted to give them an option to give that was a little safer than stopping your car in the middle of the road or just handing a dollar outside of your window. And not only is it safer, really, the organizations that these monies are going to are best equipped to help people. Not only do they help people with food, but they help people with other resources as well. I was at Hope Campus today, and they do job readiness courses there. So there's a myriad of ways they're helping people, and they can actually stretch those dollars farther than somebody just getting a dollar from me. A dollar at Hope Campus might mean 20 meals, for instance.
And Shay, how did the United Way get to be a part of this?
Yeah, so we had the first campaign actually launched about 5 years ago, and we kind of put a little bit of a pause on it simply because of the pandemic and just some of the marketing to get lifted off the ground. And really, the intent behind this was United Way came together with the city, and to Josh's point, we really looked at the need that was out there as far as how is there a safer way that maybe individuals can give and be able to stretch those dollars further. So we really got together and revamped this tremendously last year, creating what now is called the Change Helps campaign, and all the new branding and signage around the city of Fort Smith, especially those major intersections, to really showcase the opportunity for individuals to give in a safer manner, but also it's an education campaign that comes alongside this. So the city and Josh has done a great job at creating websites and a lot of the media behind this to ensure that individuals realize that if you give $5 to an agency, that $5 can be multiplied simply because of the buying power of so many nonprofits that it goes to in the community.
Josh, are people paying attention to these signs? Are they following the goal here?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think there are a couple of ways to measure success, and one of them would be financially. And I will say, this time around versus the last time it was attempted, it is more of a financial success. People are giving more. But if anything, if it's doing anything, it's really raising awareness and allowing people to see a little bit into what are these organizations that are actually helping the homeless and other people in our communities. So I think that's another way to measure success is, okay, are there other organizations that are helping? What are they doing in our community, and how can we put that out there? So not only were the signs part of that, so the signs were a part of also a larger campaign that showcased some of these organizations, like Hope Campus is one of them, Salvation Army, Community Rescue Mission, Next Step Homeless Services. Those are the four organizations, whenever you give to the campaign, that money goes to. But even more than that, what are these organizations? What are they doing on a daily basis? And I was talking to the director of Hope Campus today, as I mentioned, and he was saying just a dollar, like just $1 a day, would change his world completely. And I think we all have that amount of spare change. And that's what the idea is change. Change helps. Like just a small amount of money can make a huge difference and a lasting impact in our community.
And Shay, he mentioned, and all these agencies are under the United Way umbrella. Are you seeing an increase in contributions and donations to these agencies?
Absolutely. And many of them, to your point, are under United Way's umbrella and are partner agencies of United Way. And one unique thing about this is, United Way, we serve as the fiduciary for this. So when people give, one thing that we've really changed on this go around is the opportunity that when you text FORT, F-O-R-T, to 91999, it actually gives you the opportunity to select where you want your dollars to go. So if you want it to go to Next Step or Salvation Army, you can actually designate directly to one of those agencies. And the unique piece of this is because of our endowment fund at United Way, 100% of that goes directly back. But these are vetted agencies that are able to stretch your dollar. And I'll just tell you, to a previous point, I actually just talked to another organization in Jonesboro, Arkansas, earlier this week that have seen Change Helps and said, how are you guys doing this? Is it successful? So it's definitely catching on. It's something that other cities are aware of and that they want to start mimicking across the state and even on a national scale.
I was just about to ask Josh that if other towns are starting to take notice.
Yeah, to Shay's point, Conway reached out to me this week and asked me questions about the program. So yes, I think it is having an impact, and people are saying, oh, this is something that we can replicate in our communities as well. I want to kind of echo what Shay is saying. All the money that is sent whenever you text FORT, F-O-R-T, to 91999, all that money goes through the United Way directly to those agencies. And so there's been some idea that the city is involved in handling those funds, and that's simply not true. It's going through the United Way directly back out to these agencies that are best equipped to help people who are in these situations.
Yeah. All right. Is it where you want the program, and both you can answer this, but are we at a point where you're seeing success? Could it get any bigger? Is it where you wanted to be right now?
You know, we hope, Darren, that it continues to grow. I mean, we have received, just since we launched it in January, a significant increase in the number of donations. So we know it's catching on, but it's really that continued awareness. We want individuals that, again, it's holiday season. If they want to give to one of these nonprofits, they can simply do that by just texting that FORT number. In addition, if they want to call us and have any kind of conversation around that, they're welcome to do that as well. That way they can rest assured that their dollars are being used effectively.
Yeah, and they can also give directly to those nonprofits if they'd like. I think the biggest thing for us is we're going to kind of ramp things up a little bit now that it's holiday season. We created some videos that really explained what Community Rescue Mission, Next Step, and Hope Campus, what they do. So we'll be putting those out again as well. So we encourage people to follow us on Facebook so that you can see those things, see where your money is going. And maybe you can't give money because I know that it can be a hard time for some folks, but maybe you can serve. There are other ways that you can help these organizations as well.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.